Okay, Menino, so what we get today in MEDIABOXENT have fork?
Today we have a smart multi-power strip. With 4 AC outlets and 3 USB charging ports. You can use it with Alexa and Google. It has surge protection, UL94BO fireproof material, and leakage and overload protection design.
So let's look some of the voltage rating. The rating is from AC 100 volts to 240, 50, 60 hertz. So you can use in a lot of countries, use 240, some countries Latin America. The power rating now, the wattage is to 1150 watt, 10 amps. Now the USB output is 5 volts and 2.4 amps. That's okay. That's how much phones will use if you're in a transfer phone. The total output is 5 volts and 3 amps or 15 watts. Application to control the application we're going to be using. I will show you how to configure this. We're going to be using the SmartLife application, and that's what I use across the board. And now the frequency to be able to control this, and once again, I tend to repeat this all the time, any smart devices, any light bulbs, any switches, any dimmers, anything that's been controlled through Alexa and Google or controlled through the Wi-Fi, it will always require a 2.4 gigahertz network. So if you have your modem, make sure your modem has a dual band and activate, or make sure you have a 2.4 activated, and it's compatible with Android 4.1 or iOS 8 and higher. So what we're going to do now, let me show you a few things first. So when you turn it on, so we hit that little light here, and we should have power. As you see, we should have power in every switch, so we can test this without even we can turn it off, turn it on. Takes a little second. See, it's not right away because it has relays. Now to charge your phone, we can check the voltage of that too. My phone is half dead, so just plug my phone there, and we can look what we get the voltage, the rating there. So we got 5.08 volts. That's fine. And the amps right now, my phone is consuming about 144, and that's fine because it's the battery's drained out. So eventually the amps will go down and down and down. That's when it's charging. Now if I shut the power, it shuts the power off, and whatever I plug it in, it will require the same amperage. So it's half full the battery and only 23%. That's why the amperage is a little high. So we'll go down as the battery gets charged. That's a good thing to check when you see the power. Now, all right, so let's move now to sync this device, because it's going to be a little tricky. I want to show you how to control many devices. All right, and big thing, my cat, make sure it keeps that. It not goes away. We keep it. Definitely we keep it. All right. So let's look some of the plugs there so we can test it with Pixie. All right, just watching it. She's coming to the tutorial. So now, as you see in the screen, I have many other smart plugs. This one will be in the studio to control my studio lighting. It will be real cool to control many things in the studio. At least one device will control it all instead to have these small plugs everywhere. So the first thing we need to do is download your SmartLife. So you can use this here, and you can scan your phone. Here you get all the instructions. You will get this, but you don't have to, because I will teach you the tutorial. So you scan here, and then you download either for your Apple phone or your Android phone. So my next thing is, we need to synchronize this. To synchronize this, we're gonna have to. All right. So now we have the application. We need to sync it. How are we gonna sync this? All right. You see this button right over here. You're gonna press over here, and you're gonna turn it on. And we wait until we see that green light start blinking. Yes, there. So I just let it go. So we see this light blinking, and this one is already on. We see everything is on. We see it on the camera. So I'm going to go to my application, and I'm going to click outlet and config. Now, And this part, important, you need to be in the 2.4 network. So if you're connected data, you need to switch that off and connect to your local network. If you're in 5, you need to switch off and switch to the 2.4. So we are on already 2.4. So let's confirm. And this one, it should start blinking faster. Yep, but we detected. I hit the relays. So it should take about less than 60 seconds. So already find it. Yep, we see the message there. Now Google will not give you any message, so we're going to be testing Google and Alexa. My Alexa is actually in my kitchen so far, so we're going to use the phone. So we're at the end. So we got the Wi-Fi Smart Power Strip. That's the name. We can rename it if we want. What we're going to do now, we're going to give you a location. And I know my location is in studio. The location studio. I can change the name if I want it, but we have to remember it's a Wi-Fi Smart Power Strip. And we complete. Now, it's an upgrade that sometimes happens the first time, not all the time. We upgrade now. Make sure we are the latest firmware. You can check this type of upgrade by going into the smart application and go in each light bulb or in every switch and look into the configuration, and you will see the upgrade version. I'll show you that, so you know next time you need to update light bulb. Just resetting. And it's done. It's recognized. So now, if I go here, this is actually in every light bulb you have. And if you go here, it says, see, check firmware update. You will click here, and we have the latest version. So let's come back. That's across the board. So now, nice. We can see every switch and the main power. So what that means is I can turn everything off, or I can turn everything on. So what it means, if I will say Wi-Fi Smart Power Strip on or off, it will turn everything on and turn everything off. That we can create a timer, and we can create a timer for each box. So imagine, I don't know, you have Christmas lights or whatever it is, decoration or anything in the house, you can control and you can set the timer besides Google Alexa. So let's test that now. We're going to use switch 1. We're going to be using something else for switch 2. And that's as much we can test. All right. So let's say we turn off 1 and 4. And we do something with 3 and 4. Now let's turn everything on. And I go, and we're going to test this like this. Hey, Google, turn on Wi-Fi Smart Plug Strip.
Okay, turning the Wi-Fi Smart Power Strip on.
So you see what it did, it turned on everything. So if I go in Alexa now, Alexa has to execute it to the phone because it's too far. So Alexa, turn off Wi-Fi Smart Power Strip. And it worked perfect. Alexa and Google. Now, how we get this now to work in each single one? Because we can control single ones. And that's the trick of this. It takes a while to get it.
I can't help with that yet.
Okay, it takes a while to detect this. So we will go into Google. Let's see if Google find it. Now, remember that a SmartLife application, you need to create an account. And always you have to create an account to be able to control these plug. That's the way the Google and Alexa works. In Alexa, you need to learn the skill. I'll show you that in a second. So let's see. As you see, I have a lot of smart things here. So we find it. Oh yeah, it find it. I got a lot of smart switches. Let me see. I will have to rename some because they are all smart switches. So let's see. 1, 2. So I have to call it something else because I got another device and it called it the same name. So let's see. So it detected. So that's very important. So when you got into, if you had to run in Google, go into your main application and see if you find Virtual Power Strip, and it's here. Is this one? We turn it on, we turn it off. Now, you gotta make sure you find the small switches too, because this one should be the light, the run light. Let's see. Yes. And this one, 3, 2, 1, have to be that one. Yes, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. The other one, I think this one, 3 here, is to control something else. So when you got this problem, just rename this to whatever it will be. Like if I know this one will be my computer light, then I call it video studio lights or whatever. We rename this out. So now if I go to Google and I say, Google, turn on switch 4. Oh. Hey Google, turn on switch 4.
Sure, turning on switch 4.
So it already went and turned on switch 4. Hey Google, turn on switch 1.
You got it, turning 2 things on.
Yes, it 2 things on. What happened now, they throw my Christmas tree outside. I think they put it on because they have both the same name. So whatever I have hooked up in switch 1, it did the same thing. So we need to rename it. Now, let's look at Alexa. Let's see if Alexa find it. So we're going to go into devices. And that's what I was talking about. Skills. And we got here, see, it's SmartLife skills. Very easy. Download it, hook up, and that's it. Make sure you create the account first. You need to have SmartLife. Let me see. It finds some plugs. You see when it has the green light, it finds something, Alexa. So let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3 switches. And let's see this one. Yeah, no, that's. So it didn't find the rest of the switches yet. See, already find my other ones. They should click on it. And this is the ones, my outdoor lighting. So that's my other one that needs to reconfig. But to find this one. So if I click here, you see, off, on, but it didn't find my other one. So the way to do it takes a while, but we can forward this out. So we're going to go into the device, devices, and we have a plug, and I'm not using none of these applications. I use other and discover devices. So Alexa now will discover switch 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's the way to speed it up. It happened to me in Google, but Google did it automatic almost after 5 minutes. In this case, they did it right away. I didn't edit this video or anything, so it find it right away. Other case, it took a while when I try other smart plugs. So let's see now if I find it. This has nothing to do with this device. It's just the whole thing, the way it works. See, I was right. So find and discover 4 new devices. Even though in the beginning, what discovered is the whole entire strip. That's very important because in case people get stuck at that point. This is why I can only control the whole thing. I want to just control by switches and not turn off the useful one. Like I said, we call it Wi-Fi the smart power strip, but shut up. I don't want that. I want single ones. And that was the trick to get this. All right. So even if you use Alexa, that's the way to push it. If not, on Google, sometimes you quit the application, come back, and let it push, it will go. So now, done. I'm going to go back into Home, Smart Plugs, and we should see all the new ones now. You see now? These are all the new ones. Sure, we got 2 3s, like I said before. I have my outdoor lighting calls the same name, so I need to rename. I need to work on that. So let's turn on number 4. So we're going to go into Alexa. Alexa, turn on switch number 4.
Sorry, I didn't find the device.
Oh. So, Alexa, turn on switch 4. Alexa, let's go back again. Alexa, turn on switch 1. Right. So I'm sure turn on already 2 switches. I got 2 switches 1. So that's a way to config and to work with this power strip. It's pretty simple if you follow the instructions in the video. If you pre-download your SmartLife application, you got that going. I mean, this is pretty cool because now you can save a lot of space. You can control many lightings. You can put, I don't know, Christmas tree decorations or whatever it will be, you know, turn lights on and off. So definitely this is a cool thing. It will. And now I can pull out of my lightings on my studio control one power strip. So that's pretty cool. And it keep me free. So now I will have a small free plus. I can use it for something else. Now, make sure you leave a like. Let me see, what is my hand right there. So make sure you press like it, because I'm sure this helps you to configure your smart strip, and click on it. Yes, this video helped me to learn how to configure for first time my power strip. Thank you.